Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see. Q&A or poll. Okay. Would you buy Stupidity Bird merch? Okay, so for those of you who aren't watching this in real time, basically, my manager, he made a merch brand based off of a drawing that he made when he was a kid, and I remember this drawing, like I've drawn it with him. I remember him making little comics about it, like all this stuff. Yes, I've known my manager that long. Anyway, so it's called Stupidity Bird, and basically it's like an off-brand pelican almost. In the description of this live, there's actually a link to both the Instagram for it, so that you could just kind of check it out, and also the store. So far, he made a lot of like different merchandises, right? And there's shirts, there's hats, all different types of hats too. There's beanies, truckers hats, bucket hats. There's stickers, there's sweatshirts, and I think there's even phone cases. I think they even made boxers. It's my manager and a bunch of his friends banded together to kind of make this merch. So go check it out. I was looking at it. Definitely a lot cheaper than some YouTube merch I've seen out there. So that's cool. But yeah, I would definitely go check it out, guys. It's kind of fun looking. I'm definitely ordering some. I'm having some sent to me, kind of as like to promote it on here, but I also want to buy more because, like, they're sending me like their most basic stuff, but I want one of the soup pot designs, not gonna lie. I think that's funny, like the one that's in the thumbnail for this live, or what will be the thumbnail. It's like hot tub season, and it's the little Stupidity Bird just like chilling in a pot of soup. I love it. It's so funny. No, I'm at college right now. This is my dorm. Like, that goes to our bedroom. I'm just like, so it's an on-campus apartment, so it's a dorm, but we have a kitchen and a living area. So that's cool. But yeah, so I might order myself some stickers too. I can't remember what shirt I was told I was being sent. I think it's the one where he's surfing, but I want the soup pot one also, so I'm ordering that one. And when it gets in, I'm actually gonna like do a full-on review and show it to you guys. I might just order a shirt and some stickers. I'm not one to need a phone case that often. Also, I have my Scooby one, so. Do I like Shadow the Hedgehog? I like his design, you know, like the black and the red. Black and red are my favorite colors. I never really watched like the Sonic shows or anything, so I really don't know much about them. I saw the first Sonic movie. But like I was saying, check out the links in the description though, they're kind of chill. The movie one, I've only seen the first movie, so what even happened in the first movie? I'm sorry, it's been a while since I've seen it. This feels awkward. Good, you should feel awkward. That's the point. But yeah. Am I gay? I have a boyfriend. So what else? Oh yeah, but for those of you who weren't like listening earlier, Stupidity Bird is like this little thing that my manager started drawing when he was young, and they're sending me a shirt, but I ordered one myself. It'll be here in a bit, and I'm also getting paid a few dollars by him to just talk about it on this live stream. My roommate's dog is walking around out here. Am I a lesbian? I have a boyfriend. He's been in a couple live streams. I don't think he's been in like a short or like a video or anything. I need to actually like film real like actual stuff like that with him, but he's kind of far away right now. Dang, yeah, I don't blame you guys for saying no to buying the merch, because it's not even like my channel merch. It's like kind of like a branched off from my channel, but it's kind of fun. At least check out the descriptions. It'll give you a good laugh with the designs. They're kind of dumb, but they're fun. That's absolutely disgusting. They should pay you for merch. Well, so basically, my manager messaged me. It was like, "Hey, I'm selling this merch that I've kind of they've always wanted to kind of do this, since they were younger, and now they finally are." And they kind of were like, "Oh, so I'll pay you." I can't remember how much they said, but they're gonna pay not like a lot because like we're kind of friends anyway. So yeah, but they're paying me just like a little bit to like just mention it, put a link up on my channel. I think I made a post with a link on it with a picture of one of the shirts. But when I get the shirts in, I'll like actually review it. What is my boyfriend's name? Joshua. Yeah, I just call him Josh, but it's Joshua. He's Joshua Graham, the Florida man on here. Username. But yeah. He would have been on this live stream, like, in the comments with all y'all, but he's in a time difference from me, and he has to be at work right now. Because normally he'll, like, chat with people in the comments. Also, look at this moose. My school does Stuff-A-Plush, you know, every year, and it's like Build-A-Bear, but it's off-brand Build-A-Bear. So I made a moose. I've been like chilling with it today because it's like super soft. This is from last year. The one this year's coming up. I have to do it every year and then like have them all when I graduate. It'll be funny. But yeah. So yeah, even if you guys don't buy it, just go check out the Instagram for the shirts, or like go check out the actual like store or whatever. He just kind of wants people to like check it out, you know? You don't have to like buy it. His friends are probably buying it though. And of course, like I said, I'm being sent something, but I'm also buying something myself because I want a different design than what they could send me. How much is it? I believe it's like a sticker is $4. 5 stickers I think is around 10. The hats kind of depend. I think like a beanie is like 16, but I think I can't remember what hat it was a little closer to 20. I think there was a cheaper hat than that even, and I think it was the trucker hat. Some of the shirts, they kind of like range. I think they're around 20, and then I think there's a sweatshirt that's around 30. But it's a fun design. It's just like this little derpy bird. He kind of looks a bit like a pelican, but he calls him the Stupidity Bird. I'm pretty sure he's modeled specifically after a pelican because we grew up at the coast and there's some dumb pelicans out there. You should stream your graduation. I don't think I can get away with that. That's way too long of a live stream. Y'all aren't gonna want to see that. Also, way too many people's names are gonna be said. They'll just be like rude to them. I did a live stream. Oh my god, I never got to show you guys the finished product from the dirt drawing live stream. Basically we were all drawing like a different part of a picture and then it all went together. I'll have to like, during a live stream when I can be in the library, I'll like show you guys because I can specifically point out the one I did. I've been doing good. How are you guys? Sorry, I keep playing with my hair. It looks frizzy in the camera and like I keep trying to oh my gosh. I do have a video that I'm currently editing. I'm just like, I don't know what it is. It's like just not necessarily lazy because I'm doing stuff for school, but it's stuff that I don't really have to be doing. Like, it's not like assignments or anything. I guess I'm kind of procrastinating doing the video. I don't know. Editing my own videos is so, I don't think you guys, it's so boring because it's like I've already lived this. I don't want to be watching myself over and over and over and over again, trying to edit it. I do love video editing, but like it gets boring after a bit. And the video that I'm editing is kind of long, like because I couldn't like cut it as often as I normally do to make editing easier. So yeah. Yeah, I'm still becoming a vet. I'm still in pre-vet. This semester I actually also have an internship through my school, so that's really cool. And we can't start that until our rehab center is like open, because as you guys remember, there was a hurricane at my school and it destroyed a lot. But hopefully my animal related channel will be able to start back up and I'll be able to talk more on there, because I know there's really not much on there. I was supposed to film with a bunch of ambassadors, but it got cut because of the hurricane. And I'm not mentoring right now, so technically I can't work with the ambassadors, but I do have some friends who might be able to present theirs, and in my opinion, some of them might have some cooler ones because they actually have like birds that are on the glove. I don't have anything like that though. You know, I've worked with a Eastern indigo snake, and he's about 9 feet long, I want to say. And I worked with a Virginia opossum. We have to say opossum because, you know, possums, those are in another country, and opossums are here. We have to like say that for the public in all of our presentations. And I also had a crow. He is cool. I love the crow so much, but I really haven't worked with him a whole lot. And he's not really a glove bird. You don't have him on the glove. You actually have him on the table so he can go around, like, do different things, play with his toys, make his stoop. He likes to pick up food and put it in his water. Where are possums? So possums, I believe, are, I know they're Australia, question mark? I think Australia, and then here we have opossums. Opossums are even found in Canada, I've learned. I've been told that, well, okay, I don't know that verbatim, I've just been told it by someone else in the rehab center. Animal rehab center. I need to clarify these things. But yeah, I'm hoping that I can start back up with the animal related channel. I forgot to bring my little plush possum that I actually used for one of my shorts out here, which I should have done. Like, that's such a good example, like the plush possum. It's roughly the size of like an actual possum too. Possums are marsupials. Yes. The females will have a patch. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, a pouch. I haven't like talked about this in so long. So they have a pouch, and the one that we have at the rehab center actually is, her name's Ivy, so she does have a pouch. And when they're first born, they're tiny. They're the size of jelly beans, right? And they have to like fight their way into the pouch. Not all of them make it. I think we've said there's around 20 to 25-ish that get birthed, but only about 13 will make it into the pouch. And then from there, they don't stop growing until they die, pretty much. Like, they'll just grow forever. They can get pretty big. I've seen some huge ones. But yeah, they are marsupials. Isn't that fun? Yeah, the poor babies. But, I mean, that's nature. You know, like, hundreds of sea turtles are born, but not even like half of them, I think, make it to the water. I haven't worked with turtles in a long time, so I don't know if that statistic's correct, but it's a lot that don't make it. You know what? I should get plush animals of like all the ambassadors I've worked with, so I can like kind of explain some stuff about them without actually having the ambassadors. Oh, I have been hurt by quite a few animals. Is the scar still there? I used to have a, hang on. No, okay, I had a scar there for about a year. I guess maybe then it wasn't a scar, but anyway. This was a Great Dane when I was at a kennel tech job, so I was working in the kennel. And I went to bring the Great Dane, and I can't remember what the other dog was, but they were both like 120 pounds, and this Great Dane got up on its hind legs thinking that we were playing, and punched me in the face, and its claw like scraped right down my nose, and there was a scar there. Maybe it's still there and I just can't see it on the camera. What else? This is funny. Birds. I've been hurt by a lot of birds. Of course in the vet's office, you know, you get nipped at, like in the kennel job, you get nipped at, scratched, whatever. But birds at the rehab center, sorry, I think those are the only things that have hurt me. I haven't been hurt by like any mammals or anything at the center. I got pretty lucky, I guess, because I have friends who got like bit by a possum or something. But I was bit by like a cardinal, and they hurt. They hurt. but I've also been taloned by a broadwing hawk. It wasn't bad though, honestly. It was just like a little itty bitty, like boom, like a little boom, like it just got me. I was fine. I'm from North Carolina, and my hair is still puffy on top. It's bothering me. I feel like I've been hurt by more animals. I gotta think. Oh, I was like kicked by a fawn, and it hurt. It kicked me where I already had a bruise from like helping someone else move like cages, so it really hurt. It was on like my calf. We do not have pyramids in North Carolina. Trying to think if I've been hurt by anything else. I've been hurt by my own dog. He did this to my nail. This isn't, oh, you guys probably can't see it on camera, but below the part where it's like, hang on, I'll turn the camera around. You can see that there's like a chunk of my nail just like gone. There's nail under it, basically, so this blood kind of formed and then the nail started to form like under it, but the nail over it was still there, so the top nail started to like flake off and whatnot. Any predatory animals? Like, have I been hurt by any or worked with any? Because I've definitely worked with a lot. I've worked with various owls, screech owls, which I'm terrified of. I myself have not worked with a great horned owl because I don't think there's been a patient great horned owl while I was there, but I do have friends who work with the ambassador great horned owl that we have. Opossums are like, they're not really predatory, but they'll eat dead animals, kind of. They're opportunistic omnivores, basically. The eastern indigo snake that I work with, he's predatory, but we don't feed them live mice at our establishment. I've worked with a barred owl, barred owl. He was very loopy, though, when I worked with him. For those of you who don't know, I'm not the biggest fan of birds. I'm not very good with birds, but I try my best. I still do my best with them. A broadwing hawk, Harris hawk, they're a little crazy, in my opinion. I think it was the Harris hawk that was like the crazier one. We've had red tail hawks. That might be it for, we've had like various snakes come in. I guess we've had some turtles, if you want to count them. They can eat fish, you know. A heron is kind of predatory. We had a heron come in, but I personally didn't work with him because, again, I'm not a big bird person. Also, he was off limits for specific, like, only specific people could work with him because they can actually poke out your eyes. And they will. We have goggles for it. But yeah, I think that's all the predatory ones. Oh, we've had box turtles. They'll eat worms, so they're technically predatory. But yeah, I've worked with a couple, I guess. My roommate's dog just came up on the couch with me. I guess we get mostly birds, so most of our predatory animals are birds, and we can't take in like certain mammals, so they've taken in bobcats in the past, but we haven't had any while I was there. And like even then, I'm pretty sure they stayed at a specific place where only staff worked with them because liabilities. Do you get any shots for working at a vet? I actually do have a pre-exposure rabies vaccine. Every few years you have to either re-get it or like get retested. But I do have that. That's not required necessarily, at least currently, but I got it so that I could work with groundhogs whenever they came in, and also raccoons, which are like, our facility doesn't really take raccoons, but we have to get them in and make sure they're stable, and then we send them to a rehabber who can take raccoons. Any primates or pigs? Okay, so primates I will never work with. I can't. Well, okay, some people count lemurs as primates, some don't. I'll work with lemurs. I do not want to ever work with like chimpanzees. I used to be terrified of gorillas as a kid. I'm not terrified of them now, but like I'm kind of worried about primates, you know, like they kind of worry me. Pigs, I've not worked with any pigs yet. I do like pigs though. It's just primates, you know, like all the stories about people who keep them as pets and then they like rip off people's faces and like you can't like smile at them because that's a sign of aggression. Like I smile at all my animals. Okay, I don't smile at the animals, but you know, I try not to because that can be scary for them. Especially the mammals. They are dangerous. Do you think you will make from you? Oh, do I think I'll make money from YouTube? I currently don't even qualify for that yet. I need another like 1,000 something watch hours to even qualify. But I mean, I'm kind of just doing it for fun. The animal channel is probably gonna take over once I really get the ball rolling with all the vet med stuff because I'm kind of still in the early stages of it. I have an internship lined up for the summer, and then of course I have the one this semester, so maybe I'll be able to go on there and do live streams and kind of like talk about stuff that I do at the rehab centers. So like, honestly, the Reds Animal Experience, go subscribe to that because I actually think I'm gonna start doing that. That sounds really fun. Maybe I can show like a good way to hold a dog while you're doing nail clippings because that's something I've had to do as a kennel tech. And I can explain nail clippings. I won't do it on Scooby, like I won't clip his nails, I'll show you guys how to hold him, just because with your own pets, it's harder to do it because they know they can get away with more. Like I brought him into work one day, and I was holding him so that someone else could get his nails, and then the vet came in and she was like, oh, he's fidgeting way more because you're here, because normally they do his nails anyway. And she's like, just let one of us hold him. And so I watched, didn't flinch at all. Well, okay, he still flinched. He doesn't like his nails being done, but he wasn't like so wiggly. So like, I'll show you guys the proper way to hold them, and then like I'll kind of explain the whole clipping their nails, because if you clip it too short, you're gonna quick them, and it's really, you don't want that to happen. Always have quick stop if you're gonna clip their nails. You can, it's like a powder that can go on there to help stop the bleeding. But yeah. Yeah, so have any weird animal names at the vet? Not really. What I've seen a few animals named Boone, which like that's not the weirdest thing to name an animal, but I've seen like a lot of animals named Boone. Which is a town in North Carolina for y'all who are confused as to why I would find that weird. But I don't think so. There was an animal who had like, I can't remember what their name was, but it was like whatever the name 2. Like it was the second one. We're gonna call him Tim because I don't remember that. I remember it was like a name like Tim or something. Tim 2. His name was Tim 2. That one was interesting. He was a sweet dog. I loved him. He was like a terrier, I think. No, not. Is that near Asheville? Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like, north of Asheville, I believe. Like an hour north. I'm kind of near Boone where I'm at, so. No, I haven't had any animals named after criminals. Not to my knowledge. There's probably a criminal with every name out there, let's just be real. It just depends on what kind of crime you're looking for. But yeah. You may have been in there in the 90s. That's cool. But, yeah, so I mostly just did this so that I could get the link out there for, like, my manager's idea of merch and whatnot. They're kind of fun. I'm ordering a different shirt tomorrow, and they're apparently sending me something, but they're still trying to, like, he said they're still trying to figure out how to get it to me. Because my manager lives pretty far away, and like shipping stuff can be really expensive like that, from like if he brings it to himself and then sends it to me, because he's like bringing a whole bunch of stock to his place. He's not like sending it directly. I think it's confusing. It's like, I think he's using a confusing website. Do I like any 90s bands? Ooh, I'm really bad about what year bands are. Let me think. Is Smashing Pumpkins 90s? I've seen them in concert. Is Smashing Pumpkins 90s? Is Blink-182 90s? I do like Nirvana. I've seen Blink-182, but I don't know if they're 90s or 80s. There's a few that I like. I don't. Okay, so they are both 90s. Is Bare Naked Ladies 90s, or is Bare Naked Ladies 90s? I never know with them. I always forget. With the whole chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stops. Hang on, I need my laptop to look up 90s bands. Because I like a lot of music. I specifically like older music, but sometimes it blends together if it's a late 80s or early 90s band. Hang on. And I've seen like over 50 concerts, but I don't remember the years for all these bands. I'm not even sure what year Jimmy Buffett qualifies as. That could have been bad. We're good. We're good. Okay. I'm gonna look up 90s bands. Okay, Smashing Pumpkins, yes, I've said that. Oh, Radiohead and Green Day. Why didn't I think of that? Alice in Chains, my brother saw them. Some of the things listed here aren't actually 90s. Wait a minute, Radiohead is not 90s. That's an 80s band. This is lying to me. Hang on. Here we go. So I was about to say, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I know Buffett's old. I just couldn't remember if he was 70s or like super early 80s. Let's see. Red Hot Chili Peppers, that's a good band. Oh, is Alanis Morissette the 90s? Is Alanis Morissette actually 90s? Well, I've seen her in concert. I like her. This website is saying Metallica is a 90s band. I know that's not true. This is not right. I think these are just showing bands that were popular in the 90s, not ones that started in the, hang on. Bands that started. Because that's bothering me. Okay, bands formed in 1990. Let's see, Nirvana. Yes, we've already established. Morissette was on Nickelodeon. That is interesting. I didn't know that. This is still saying that Metallica is a 90s band. That's... I know it was really big in the 90s, but it was not formed in the 90s. Blink-182. I've seen them. I like them. I know they're 90s. Are the Cranberries actually a 90s band? 1890 or 1989. Okay, that's close enough. The Offspring. I've seen The Offspring, but I'm pretty sure they're an 80s band. This is listing 80s bands as 90s bands because they were popular in the 90s. Wait, this is bothering me. Because I literally asked for bands that started in the 90s. Anyway, I listen to a lot of music, basically. Alright, I'm probably gonna end this live stream because I was low-key watching a show before I started this to talk about the merch for my manager. But, yeah, so I also made a post about the merch. The merch is in the description for this live stream, so just go check it out. I mean, it's funny, it's cute, I like it. And, like, some of them are actually pretty funny. The brand is called Stupidity Bird. It's stupid, but it's funny. Just check it out. Bye, guys.